Here's Johnny.
Welcome to my world, bitch.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi ho!
And when you're down here with me, you float down!
Like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Friday the 14th podcast. I am the bad guy, Nick H. The H is silent.
I'm Juan.
And he is one. I was about to say, that's not Fuentes.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, Nick, man. I'm being a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, no problem. This is almost like a dream. I don't know, how to explain it. It's like the crossover, the worlds colliding together.
The crossover that they never thought would happen.
How is this all possible?
It's like a multiverse.
The multiverse. Who from what universe who are you? Are you Fuentes? Are you me? Are you Franco?
I don't know, man. We have to let the listeners decide. Maybe throw a vote up there or something.
The vote. How's your day going for you, man?
It's good, man. It's good. Busy day. Been at it since like 4 o'clock this morning, but I'm excited and I can't wait to talk about Candyman. What about you?
Me too. The nerves. Yeah. So Candyman 2021. This is a sequel to it's kind of like it's doing that whole thing where ignore the other sequels, and we're gonna sequel to the original Candyman with Tony Todd. Anything else you want to, I don't know, I guess kind of cover before jumping into the movie?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about the sequels. Like, what do you think about these horror movies doing that? Nowadays, like, Halloween did it, Candyman did it, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is gonna do it in January. Do you like that they erase all the other movies, or do you like that they just forget about everything, or no?
Well, there's some movie franchises that sometimes it could be it's a good idea to forget about the other ones, but then there's some movies like I mean, doesn't necessarily need it. I always look at it like its own, it's a new vision, but I mean, I can still pretend that it's not really like from the original. I don't know how to explain it really.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I think hopefully this was a good decision, and hopefully everybody enjoys this movie when they go see it.
Yeah. So the first segment of the show is spoiler-free synopsis or synapsis.
Not the snap.
You're about to get snaps.
The blimp.
Since you're the guest, I'm gonna let you do the honors.
All right, man. A sequel to the horror Candyman from 1992 that returns to the now gentrified, really Chicago neighborhood where the legend began. So it's a pretty interesting synopsis as it goes back to the original ghetto that the original film was taking place in. So you have Yaha Abdul Mateen, Tyra Paris, Nathan Stewart Jarrett, and Coleman Domingo plays the creepy William, the laundromat guy is what I call him. So I've never seen any of this director's movies directed by Nia DaCosta, but it is produced and helped written by the mind of Jordan Peele. So it's what led me to really want to see this movie in theaters.
Jordan Peele. I mean, originally I knew him from his comedy Key and Peele.
See, that's the opposite of me. I didn't know him from like a hole in the ground with any of his comedy stuff. And then when I saw the trailer and the stuff for Get Out, I was like, man, I have to see this movie. So,
yeah, like I would say, I don't know, like you were to decide to look back on his comedy stuff, I recommend checking the skit he did, Slap Ass.
I do want to see Keanu with him and with him and About the Cat. Have you seen that?
I've seen it maybe once. Yeah. I don't know. So it was a kind of a weird movie. Didn't really have the same vibe as the show, but it's there. Um, was that all the cast or just the main stuff?
Yeah, that was the top build cast, but you also got Brian King who plays Clive, and then really the next biggest person is Rebecca Spence who plays the art critic, and then that's pretty much the main. And then I don't know if I want to give the spoiler other cast name out, but Tony Todd has a small cameo.
This is spoiler. No, man. You're good. Spoiler free. Yeah.
Tony who? I meant Tony the Tiger, not
Tony Tiger.
Yeah,
They're great.
it is. Yeah.
Spoiler free rating. Oh,
Oh no.
I'll take the lead on this one.
Okay.
I don't know how far we're gonna be on this rating. So my rating for this movie currently, at what it stands at, is gonna be
4.
Cuatro Machetes.
Nice. That's pretty high.
Danny Trejos.
4 Danny Trejos. You want to add to it, or do you want me to go?
Add to it? No, not necessarily.
I'll ask you before I tell mine. I'll ask you right quick. Do you think people out there have to see the original before they watch this one, or do you think they can just go in and get told everything that they need to get told in the movie?
Well, yes, I'd say watching the first one is key to watching this one.
Man, the Machete rating, man, I'm kind of nervous now, especially now that you gave a 4.
Are you lower? Are you colder?
Oh no, I'm hot on this movie, man. I'm gonna give it a 5. Yeah. Danny Trejo is hot tonight, boy. Let me tell you. Yeah, we'll get into it, man. But I'm gonna give it a 5. It was I really really dug this movie the first time, and this was only my second time watching it, so I didn't know how I was gonna feel going into it. Sometimes when those movies you're really really high on the first time, you're like it could be a letdown the second watch, but not for me, man. I enjoyed it even more so. So I'm gonna give it a 5.
A 4 and a 5. Well, I think I would have maybe generously give it the 0.5, but I guess I'm saying as of right now, it's still at a 4, which is not that bad of a rating.
No, that's not terrible. That's good. Maybe I can convince you otherwise.
You can convince me.
Or watch you just not like the conversation. You're like, nah, this is going lower. This is like 2 machetes.
This is you're supposed to be convincing me. You're supposed to be selling on it. Spoiler warning. Go check it out now on normally I try to have like a streaming platform to where you can actually watch this. And then I was like, oh, you know what? I mean, watch it on 4K or Blu-ray. Go to the store, pick it up, or rent it on Amazon. What else you can? Any other streaming?
Yeah, you can rent it on Prime for $5.99. You can rent it on Vudu for $5.99. I think YouTube TV has it. But I mean, damn, Nick, we're physical media collectors, so go to Best Buy, or get this thing for like $14 on Blu-ray.
Does this movie have a 4K release? I don't know.
Yeah, it does. I think it's not a steelbook. I wish that would look pretty sweet.
But I said 4K, right? I think I was trying to go for like a steelbook. That's what I was trying to first. But I mean, I decided to pick it up.
Yeah, that's a nice slipcover too. See people get gutted in Ultra HD.
In Ultra HD,
yeah.
I need to see the colors, the vibrant colors. The dark square needs to be dark.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the part where we kind of go over like our likes and or dislikes of the movie. Um, I'll name a few scenes. Well, a couple maybe. So some of the scenes that were pretty awesome, of course. When they're in the art gallery area, when that guy, I don't know, I forgot his name already. What he's referred to as, but that douchey artist, the
Oh,
beard,
the chubby bearded guy
the chubby bearded guy with his
with his
his,
girlfriend. Oh,
his girlfriend.
Clive. Yeah.
But yeah, they're always like, she says the name 5 times, and nobody's just trying to, get their thing, go get it on, whatever. I just love the whole like how they use the mirror and stuff. Like you see the reflection, and you see Candyman just like going with this hook across like the screen, or like because they you don't really you don't see him like in the actual visual. You're just seeing his reflection, where you just see the girl, her neck getting slit right open.
Yeah, that was a fun scene.
I love.
That is true though. You don't really get to see his face fully, and it's a little puzzling sometimes.
Yeah, they show like little bits and what's up. I like that scene, but I think what kind of threw me off was the guy, and his reaction was kind of like, "Oh, is this real?" I feel like it was a weird reaction.
It was. He was like, "What are you doing? Is this real?"
Is this real?
And then his zipper like got caught on her belt buckle or something, and he had a hard time getting away from her.
He's trying to run out the front doors, and it's all locked, whatever, and he just gets dragged.
But hey, that's one of the rules of horror movies, right? Don't have sex.
He's trying to do it, man. Another similar scene to that is with the artist or the woman, or she was like a critic.
Oh yeah, the critic. At
When
first,
they
I
go,
thought she was Helen from the first movie, and she looked just like her.
but yeah, whenever he goes out and talks to her, out to her apartment, I guess, talk to her. I like how he just like convinces her, like, "Oh, I dare you." So you dare me? Okay, whatever. Like a few times they kind of tease like, "Oh, it's gonna go down right there," like when he sees Candyman, or when he sees himself in the reflection.
Oh yeah, that was a
It's
good
like when it's
scene.
all. But like whenever he does decide to leave the place, like the camera, how it can just pans out, and you see her standing there, and then bam, just gets attacked, and then her like getting smeared against the freaking glass windows.
Yeah, it was pretty. It's pretty gruesome. I'm kind of glad that they went all out and showed what they wanted when they wanted. Do you think it was too much, or do you like a lot of the gore?
Um, I like stuff like that, but then there is other movies that kind of overdo it.
Yeah,
I feel like this movie had kind of a right amount. I mean, there's
that's true.
some like scenes where they don't show really much. It's up to the imagination. But I mean, just those couple of scenes where like I mentioned, those are pretty cool scenes.
Do you have any more, or do you want me to let some mind loose? This was I mean, while you're thinking about it, this was a really well paced movie too. Like, for an hour and a half, it just flies by. I didn't have any time or moments where I was like sitting there checking my phone either. Like, this movie just kept me entwined the entire time.
Pretty sure there's more scenes. Just like I don't, I feel like if I say another scene, it's just me kind of
Talking about the
just
whole
naming
movie.
random scenes. But I mean, I'll let you go and take the floor. I mean,
I have just a few favorite scenes that we'll name, and then we'll go to the next segment. The bathroom scene with the teenagers. The girl gets in the stall with the headphones, and yeah, that was a really good scene. It's brutal, but yet it doesn't really just show you everything like you said some of the other movies do. This one's just the perfect amount of blood. And then if I had to name another one without getting too deep in the movie, it would probably be a little bit more towards the ending. The church scene where William is slowly transforming Anthony into his version of Candyman.
Yeah, I like the, I don't know if I can say, I guess vibes or whatever. I just like how the whole setup is. I mean, she's tied up, and then the guy's just like, what was his name again? The laundry guy,
Oh, William.
William. Yeah. For a second there, I think because I heard William, I thought I was thinking of the main character, Anthony.
Yeah.
But yeah, William, like he's he almost like he's really crazy. Like, oh, is it what's the laundry guy? Guy who knows all the history, whatever. The Candyman. I just love how like Anthony was there, like, oh, he just like really out of it, and he's like,
Like
oh,
he's drugged up. Yeah.
it's like, and then William just puts the hooks, like, all right, we're just gonna like, I guess, write the story. I mean, it could, what do you say, it could be different or something, but
Yeah, that was a real just a really good mixture of like, this guy's psycho. He's super super crazy. He's almost wanting to write his own story, and I think it was just pretty. There's not. I'm not gonna say that there's not a lot of horror movies that have like really smart writing behind it, but for this one, there really is some smart writing behind it. Like you can tell somebody took their time with it, wrote a really good story, and I think the finished product is a terrific, not just horror movie, but movie in general.
yeah, but this movie, like, it's not like very like a lot of the other movies, like modern movies. There's some similarities. I mean, a little bit what they're trying to go for, but what I mean is like as far as the jump scare aspects of the whole thing, they don't really go much into like jump scares. They weren't really, you know, depending on jump scares, like all the other movies.
No, yeah, for sure. They definitely they tease some of the jump scares, but it's not like it's not a must need for the movie to survive. So
Was there any oh,
I was just gonna say, do you want to talk about some of the maybe your least favorite scenes or
that's what I was gonna go into.
okay.
The like negatives.
It's kind of hard to, but I found some.
You found some?
Yeah. I'll go first if you want me to. Least favorite
Yeah.
scene, honestly, to me was some of the dialogue and the arguments between Anthony and his girlfriend. What was her name? Brianna. The acting has to be super super good in order for me to enjoy like a couple fighting. Because I'm like, I hear enough couples fighting in real life. I don't want to see them in my movie, let alone like a horror movie. But I don't know. I don't think it was Anthony Yaha's character because I find him like a really well paced actor. I think he's really good at what he does. But I haven't seen Brianna Tanya Paris. I haven't seen her in a lot of stuff. So I don't know if the chemistry was just off or what. But I didn't enjoy their arguing scenes at all. Even where he's like throwing stuff and breaking the mirrors. I thought that scene was really, really good at first, but watching it the second time around and kind of nitpicking at it, she kind of irritated me in this movie. She, her character in general. So, and then any of the scenes that she had with her brother, Troy, I didn't care for that character either. For some reason, I don't know. And then that's pretty much it, man. The critic, the lady who plays the critic, I thought she was kind of dull in the scene where they were like talking and he was trying to get some information out of her. But other than that, man, I had a hard time finding some really, bad stuff about this movie. What about you?
Yeah, there wasn't really a whole lot of like negative of the movie.
No.
I can agree on like the girl character. I don't know, yeah, it's not really she's not really that much interesting, and then like I don't know.
It's not necessarily a bad thing either. It's just it's just nitpicking. I really do think this is a really well-rounded horror movie. So, and yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to pick some negative things about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to really think if there was really any stuff, but I mean, I guess most of the time, like when I watch movies, I don't really like actually try to find like, oh yeah, that's gonna be bothering me. Like if I can get through a movie, it's more like, oh yeah, I dig the movie, but I mean, like even like trying to look back on things because like my memory's not really all that great.
Well, see, you had told me that we were going to do something to where we find something negative about it, and I was like, man, I don't know if I can do that about Candyman, but that's the only thing I could find. I'd like to try to get your thoughts on the original. That's going to be pretty cool.
What was that?
Your thoughts on the original one?
The original
You-
Candyman movie?
Did you get to watch that one before this one, or
Yeah, I watched it before getting ready for this one.
would you think? Did you would you recommend that one, or do you think this one is like head over heels better than that one?
mm,
To be
well, I mean,
continued.
to be continued. Next question. um, no, I mean, I like the first one also. I feel like in some certain parts, it's kind of a slow build up in the
Mhm.
first one. I was like, all right, we're getting there.
Yeah.
Like there's certain moments like, oh yeah, but it's because I feel like I need to get a lot of more rewatches and movies.
What did you think of the way it took them just like building up the actual character Candyman? Because you don't really see a death in the movie until like the 30-minute mark. Did you find that first 30 minutes like slow, or did you enjoy the pacing of them slowly telling the stories of the different decades of Candyman?
Where I think without the Candyman mention,
No. Like did you enjoy them, just building him up and telling
a
the
bit.
stories?
Um, it was kind of a nice thing to it. Like they try to do like they truly try to tell you the story from the first one,
Yeah.
like a little what do you consider that to be, like shadowy
Like the little puppets.
yeah, puppets, silhouette puppets.
I thought that was like one of the best parts. The storytelling of the puppets and then the music in the background. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the storytelling, even though like I guess though I feel like they're kind of telling a story kind of out of a rumor because they really
Yeah.
made it seem like that Helen was crazy, but she was. I mean, to other people, of course, in the movie you're watching, like she is she's seen to be crazy, but I mean, you mean obviously she's not just crazy to be right.
Yeah, because I mean nobody can really see Candyman. They just see the
Yeah,
person being like possessed, really. And he's kind of just possessing people as he goes. Anthony kind of gets technically possessed really after that first bee sting. I was sitting there watching. I'm like, oh, there's the bee sting. He's gonna turn into Bee Man. Yeah, no.
yeah.
Um,
When I saw it, seemed like, all right, this is gonna be like this is a MCU movie type of event. He's B-Man. Got stung, but yeah, from the silhouette, little storytelling to even William, the laundromat, the whole thing, finding about that there's different Candyman. It's not just one person.
what did you think about that? Did you enjoy it, like knowing that there was a different Candyman?
I thought it was a bit strange at first, but I mean, uh, I don't know. It's like I understand. Like for a new direction, this is like it makes sense that they're for that. Because if you want to continue on the story with Anthony, this would kind of need to happen.
Yeah, For
Can
sure.
you can't really replace Tony Todd's Candyman. We're just gonna like, all right.
Yeah, at first I was kind of confused and like, I was like, damn, could they not afford Tony Todd throughout the whole movie? Because I've never seen this guy before. And he's I can't really remember his name, but he's the guy who got killed in the 70s.
The 70s.
He's the 70s Candyman, I guess. Sherman played by Michael Hargrove. So there's, the Sherman Candyman, and you're kind of just like, yeah. When I first watched this, I was really, really confused onto why he's technically labeled Candyman. But then when they told his backstory about he was, they thought, he was the guy who put the razor blade into the candy, and the police just went in there and no questions asked, shot and killed him, beat him to death, and then come to find out, a few weeks later there was another razor blade incident. They're like, oh damn, innocent man, kind of. I don't know if you would really want to call him innocent, though. I mean, the dude was hiding in between walls with a hook stuck into his arm. So
Visually, it's pretty. I mean, like he's not even just popping out of like a quick pop out. He's like slowly just creeping out of the hole. Like if I were to see that in real life, I mean, he doesn't have to be supernatural. He just all right, just popping
no,
out.
for sure. If I saw that like walking in the park, I would. I can't run very fast, but I would try to book it because this dude is like creepy as hell.
Yeah, this was really creepy.
But yeah, so that story was pretty interesting. Give or take. The 30 minutes before the actual first kill, were you kind of like bored, or were you just pretty entertained by the story? Because some horror movies you open up with like a killing, or you get a killing in the first 10 minutes, but this one you literally wait like almost 30, 34, 35 minutes for one. Were you like twiddling your thumbs, or were you still kind of entertained?
Well, when watching the movie, I mean, it really didn't. It didn't feel like 30 minutes. I feel like time just kind of flew by. Uh, I mean, I'm trying to think like if it was a little filler, but it didn't feel like not necessary filler. Like just pointless filler.
Oh yeah, it didn't feel filler
There
at all.
was. Yeah, I mean, for like the beginning 30 minutes, I mean, it was a good start. I mean, like I don't know. I don't think I would start the movie with a kill like right away.
No, not that one. I think the way they put some thought behind this, it was really good. And I mean, because it's not like it was just a waste of 30 minutes. Like you said, it flew by. And then when you did get that first kill of the couple in the art room, man, they got their shit fucked up. The chick got her throat sliced, and then the thing that got me was when he like took the hook and dragged him by the feet, and I'm like, damn, yeah, that was pretty rough. Yeah. Did you have any theory like behind any of this before, like going into this was your first time watch, right?
Well, both movies, yeah. This one,
did you have any like theories like while you were watching it? Like, did you automatically think that Anthony was going to be the guy who was behind it, or did you think that Tony Todd was automatically the killer behind this, or did you think that Sherman was, because they're throwing three different stories at you at once, and as a first time watch, at least for me, I was trying to think like, damn, this could go one of three ways, and I was honestly completely wrong.
him is like the Sherman one. I mean, was that just all like in his head, or was that, I mean, actually
Well, to me, I
his
mean, I don't know how
spirit
you.
actually haunting?
That's what I was gonna go with. Was that like he was haunting Anthony? So every time he looked in the mirror, he saw Sherman. He didn't see himself. But like,
It's like
when I first seen it, I thought, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was kind of lost the first time.
so it's So it really was like you're saying like it was like Anthony would ought to kill him, but he would see like Sherman like
Yeah,
to
yeah,
think us,
because
or it'll
yeah,
make us
because
think that. Thinking about it now, because the first time viewing you, when you really you're
how
just
did
saying
you
like,
how did you feel? Like you thought it was? Did you think it was Anthony the whole time?
well, I didn't really know like I mean, and some parts like even like when he goes to the first killing like he's like looking in the mirror like the bee, he see the bee or whatever, and like it's kind of like almost like mirroring to what's about to go on with the couple, whatever, or even yeah, with the back at the apartment with the art critic, whatever, him just seeing himself as it's like it's not his version of Candyman, but it's like the Sherman Candyman.
Yeah, yeah, it was definitely different. It kind of also gave you some werewolf, the Wolfman kind of vibes because like after the killing, he would wake up like with glass in his hand, or he would wake up with something from the night before. And I don't think that's something that the original touched on. So I thought that was pretty cool. He'd wake up with some kind of like hangover, if you call it, from the night before.
Yeah, it was like yeah, it's him the whole time. I mean, actually putting together.
What did you think of the reveal that he's the baby? The
Anthony.
young, yeah, the baby from the first one that was abducted.
Well, before they try to like before they revealed it, I mean, as soon as I heard the name Anthony, I was like, oh, so he's like, wait, he's the baby from the original. So as soon as like I heard the name, like, oh, I'm pretty sure this is where it's gonna this the review. He's the baby from the original, and then sure enough, before like, cause I saw that the scene where his mom's calling him on the phone, but he doesn't answer the phone. I was like, yep, yep, yep. That he doesn't answer, so like, they leave you like, oh, I guess they don't want to give like a dead giveaway, like, oh, it's the same characters,
Yeah,
same woman from the first one, I think.
they did a pretty good job of kind of like, unless you really um kind of paid attention to know your stuff, they kind of did a really good job of kind of keeping it hush hush until that little scene. What about when he goes to the library and he sees you have the elevator incident? Did you think that was a pretty cool scene?
Or whoa, the scene where the candy drops,
Yeah, yeah.
and he looks above and he sees Candyman.
Yeah, that was intense. Even watching it the second time, the music behind this movie is really, really good too. Yeah, the music is good, and you got a good scene coming up when my daughter's running through the front room like this, and I'm like, yeah, hurry up, go to your room. It's Candyman.
It's Candyman. um, that scene with the kids, like they're about to play the Candyman, and like they tell their little brother, like, oh, this is a game for this is a game for little kids. He's like, oh man, he goes to his room all upset, and then they're in I I guess the restroom. They say the name, of course, and then you see like blood on the floor, or whatever, and like he opens the door, like, oh shit. It's like I don't care how old you are, because I don't think those kids were like even that much older. They were like pretty like maybe preteens, 10.
Oh yeah, the flashback scenes,
Was
right?
it a flashback scene?
You're talking about William's flashback scene when he walked in on Candyman, or because I know there was some when it comes to the little kids, I thought those were flashback scenes. I might be wrong
It could be.
because I know they had a flashback scene of William walking in on the Sherman Candyman, which is to me all the scenes involving the little kids was kind of creepy. Um, Yeah, especially with just like the little candy there laying there. Like I'm expecting like the Home Alone van to pop up and them trying to abduct little kids for the rest of the movie.
Candy.
Um,
And the original movie, there wasn't candy, was there? I mean, well, obviously that was a different Candyman, but this one, his version,
yeah,
Sherman has Shannon. He's an actual Candyman. He's Willy Wonka. Not bad.
yeah, the Candyman can. I can't remember in the first one if they described why he was called the Candyman, but I know in the second one, which if you want to go look that up, you can. But it gets bad rap too, but I didn't think it was that bad. But I think in the second one they described why he was actually called the Candyman. It might have been because Tony Todd's Candyman was dipped in honey and the bees attacked him, right? Didn't they explain that in this one too, right? I know they explained it in the first one. I can't remember if they explained the honey in this one or not. I can't remember. I just watched it like 2 hours ago. Because I know, the story of at least Tony Todd's Candyman is, he was like having an affair or sleeping with like a wealthy man's daughter, and stuff like that back then couldn't happen, I guess. So they chased him down and cut off his arm and poured honey on him and had bees like attack him and shit. Then they buried him alive or something like that. Terrible way to go. I'm afraid of bees.
Just the whole thought of just getting attacked and all in that whole area. It's like,
Yeah, I'm fine with any of that, and I'm fine with getting buried alive. But don't pour honey on me. I don't want to feel sticky right before I fucking die.
if sticky with the dirt.
Yeah,
Because
if you
still disturbing.
if you don't die while they're burying you alive, and you still have honey all over you, Winnie the Pooh's bound to fucking find you. And he's gonna attack you. Like, so, yeah.
Oh dear.
That's the 2022 version probably, when Pooh attacks.
So come on, the next sequel.
Yeah. But yeah, I did find it kind of weird that they didn't really explain, and if they did explain the Candyman, I don't know. I can't remember if they did, but sequels, at least 2 and 3. There is a third one out there, so somewhere. Yeah.
Would you like to see this story go from here?
The story?
Yeah, how would you like to see it progress?
Oh, that's a good question. If I could see it progress anywhere, it would be I don't know, maybe just a rehashing. Like, I know this one was a rehashing, but it would just be cool to see a sequel where Anthony's Candyman does his just full-blown tormenting. Because, I mean, I want to ask you, did you feel at all like, I didn't feel like he was the bad guy in this movie.
I'm the bad guy, actually.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I didn't feel like he was the attacker in this movie. I felt like he was more of the victim than he was the bad guy. I think from now on, when you say the bad guy, you have to do it with like a really mean face. The bad guy. Yeah, there you go.
Oh man.
So I would like the next movie. To answer your question, I was kind of rumbling. I would like to see him be just all out badass, killing everybody.
I just see him as an innocent guy who was unlucky. He was cursed. I feel bad. His whole him like slowly like just rotting, decomposing, kind of like his like freaking his arm, like his hand, like in his face. I was like man.
Yeah, he looked bad. He was decomposing right in front of our eyes. We couldn't do anything about it.
I couldn't do anything. I feel like, can't do it, man. Here, put some cream on you. It's all set. It wouldn't help.
Could you imagine if he was like starting to decompose when he was like still able to go out on dates with his girl, and he drops like wine on his decomposed body and he starts like burning and shit? Like that would suck. Like that's an open wound and he just got alcohol right all in that shit. Like
She's his girlfriend or his they didn't really ask like him about his whole like body. What did they? Or that's something kind of
I think somebody asked, I can't remember, that's a good question. I think somebody asked about his hand. But other than that, nobody, you couldn't really see him decomposing at all other than his hand, and he started getting like that rash right around his face area. You know, truth be told, that's probably why the girl left to begin with. She saw all that rash and she was like, "You've been messing around with some other chick? Nope, I'm leaving."
I'm leaving.
I don't know where that rash came from.
That scene one of the scenes where he like on the news I think they mentioned him. They said it. They said like I just focus on that like all excited and then he just looks to the side like, oh nope, they don't feel like same excitement as me.
Oh yeah, when he was like he was so excited that the news said his name when they were
Yeah.
talking about two dead people.
It's like why are you so excited for it?
I mean, that's kind of cool though. The national news said his name. He's like, you know how many pieces of art I can sell now? They're gonna think, those people went and looked at my art before they died.
So you should have like should be a thing where it's his art appreciation, like just of the Candyman.
Yeah. That's pretty impressive as far as like the score. Like, how important are some of the music and tones from horror movies when you watch them? Is it like to me, it's like kind of a big deal. But like with you, how is it for you? Do you kind of feel the same way? And if so, did you enjoy the score for this movie?
The music, most of the time I don't really think too much into the music. I mean, for the movie, I mean, it seemed it meshed very well with the whole vibes that it was going for. And like it fitted to what was going on. It's like there's like a few times where music scores kind of it's just put in there just randomly, like they don't really
Like
add
they don't pay.
anything.
Yeah.
But I mean, this one it fit real nice. I liked it.
I like the classical vibes and the whole silhouette kind of feeling of it. It's pretty chill, pretty cool. What did you enjoy her getting abducted when she went into the laundromat looking for Anthony, and then William was kind of just laying in the wait.
Get abducted. How the scene went down.
Yeah,
I was like, it was kind of like one of those like, oh shit. But I mean, like the only reason why she needed to go over there was like was like a business card or something, or the number. Like, oh, the laundromat. Right?
Oh, yeah.
And so she goes over there and just her getting snatched up. I was like, all right. But just like how the other person that was just there to do their laundry, that had the freaking AirPods on. It's like, what's going? Something happening? But I mean, noise. Noise canceling stuff. I mean, that's something very interesting because I mean, not when having some of those on, you don't really hear anything on. So that could be a real life thing itself. Something happens right behind you. You just don't even know about it.
Yeah. I mean, and she was in the bad streets of Chicago. I don't know if I'd want my AirPods in all the way up with being in that kind of area with I already kind of hear bad things about Chicago. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but like, Yeah, and I think that's another good point about the movie that they bring up is they keep bringing up that the bad parts of Chicago. Like it's almost, I don't know if it's like weird, but I kind of feel like Candyman is like, because they say it at the end of the movie about he washes away, or what's it, taking away the people who have sinned or something like that. Like he's trying to wash the city of people who have done everybody wrong. So I think it's kind of interesting that they picked that part of a neighborhood to just for Candyman to just go in there and clean house, kind of. I don't know if that's how I looked at it. Like it's kind of weird thinking about it, sitting back looking at it that way, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of felt like Jigsaw, just picking out people who have done people wrong. You say his name 5 times, he comes and washes away the sin.
Just say it. Say the name. Do it. I don't care if you're a good person or a bad person. I'm just gonna collect your to the list or the souls. Or
Yeah.
Was there anything else you want to talk about before going to the next segment?
No, we can try the next. We can go into the next segment.
Okay. Yeah. So next segment is slogans.
Oh no.
Oh no. So I mean, the slogan for this one, I believe it just says, what was it? Say it.
Say it.
I think. Right.
Yeah.
Say it. I guess a generic one would be Legends Never Die.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Legends Never Die. Say it. Mine's kind of goofy, I guess. I don't know. I thought this would be like I didn't know if it was like a funny segment or a serious segment.
What? It's how every awards be.
So my slogan for this movie is Candyman, if he don't kill you, the diabetes will.
Mm.
He's giving away too much candy, man. Literally, get it? No.
Candyman. Candyman. This is definitely a confirmation that there may be blades in your candy on Halloween night.
Yeah.
Check your candies.
Check your
Candyman.
You could also just kind of sing it like "Say My Name," like is it the Destiny's Child song? Say my name. Yeah. There we go. So I thought it also could have been pretty cool if they had used some kind of words, or if you had like a slogan of Candyman, and then at the bottom was like "Get Out," like Jordan Peele's movie Get Out. I thought it was pretty. I was trying to mix two worlds again. That's me trying to create a multiverse.
The multiverse.
What if Jordan Peele has a multiverse and we just don't know about it yet?
Is the Peeleverse.
He has. I think it's a horror movie. He's got a new one coming out next year. It looks pretty good.
Huh.
So the guy keeps doing big things.
How we would have ended it. I feel like this one might be a tough one.
Yeah. It was a little rough. I had to sit there and think about it for a little bit, honestly, because to me the ending was. I honestly thought it was kind of a perfect ending. What about you?
With a little cameo towards the end.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Usually I like to go to a little breakdown of how the movie ended, and then go into how it would have ended it.
Yeah, cool. We can do that.
let's see, based off memory, after the whole church whatever thing, the formation, Candyman, whatever, uh, they enter another area room.
Yeah, like some little basement closet looking area.
They're all together. Well, the three of them. I'm trying to remember
Well,
how
she stabs.
yeah, she stabs with the hook, right?
She stabs William. No, she stabs William with like a syringe,
Oh,
and she's like just egging him on in the eye, and she's like just stabbing the hell out of him. And then Anthony walks in, and he's like, "I think he's dead," just in
I
this
think you said.
in this calm, chill voice. And then he walks up to her, and he like kind of falls into her arms, which is kind of it's almost and to me, I kind of felt like it was a and this is weird, but a romantic killing kind of way, because he fell into her arms and he technically just died in her arms. And then the police come in and put her in cuffs, put her in the back of the car, because William before had called the cops and said that, hey, I found the guy you're looking for, he's killed somebody, he's trying to kill me. So, and they walk into William's dead body. So he's dying in the arms of Brianna, right? Yeah, Brianna. And technically he's still alive, but the cops come in and shoot him. Just kind of full blast at him. Then they put her in the back of the car, and the police officer's trying to get some more details out of her. And she already knows that she's going to get framed or be labeled as accomplice. I think that's what I think she knew she was going to get it anyway. So she was like, let me look myself in the mirror one last time, and I'll tell you whatever you want. That's where the dude fucked up, which I thought was a smart ending. I kind of liked it. Or she says Candyman 5 times, and the dude just comes out and he,
yeah, I like how like he was like came back from dead. He was just like, all right, he's reborn now. He's like, I would assume full on evil, kinda. I mean, he didn't kill her. Like I would have been maybe even crazier. Like, because all you thought I was here to save you. Nah, I'm just gonna straight up kill you.
yeah.
The whole, I think, because we're trying to talk about the scene with William, how he got attacked. I was like, honestly, I was thinking back to the original with, I think Helen had used the hook.
Oh yeah,
Hook on
that's true.
Candyman. So I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that's why I thought about that. Whenever the police do show up in the area, they go ahead, they shoot at Anthony, right?
Yeah.
But they don't really show it. They just you see the blood on with Brianna's hands.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's like they're like, all right, they shoot her. Like I feel like they're kind of, they look like a tease, like they were shooting at her, but like she looked too like calm or like too alright to be. But yeah,
that's another thing. Yeah.
and then after the whole like, because the guy, the partner is his partners, they get taken down. The doors lock. I think he ends up getting out of the police car, and then he gets attacked. And then she gets out of the car. I think she's still like handcuffed or like tied back, right?
Yeah.
But she's like just walking, and then you see the scene where like it's that little gated, I guess, fence, and on the other side you see slowly appearing. You just see a Candyman, but you don't know like which one it is. Like it's the same. It's gonna be Anthony or it's gonna be Sherman. Now you see Tony Todd's cameo.
Yeah. Which I had
Like,
I had goosebumps about that. That was a really good cameo.
he was what CGI young did like a younger effect.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what you thought about the CGI with him. I think it would have been cool if they just put a little bit of makeup on him and have him look at like his older self. But I mean, I understand the CGI because he doesn't age. He's dead. He's a ghost. But I mean, and the CGI, I don't know. Did you think it looked bad? I didn't think it looked that bad. I've definitely seen worse.
Um, it was all right.
It
But
was
I do,
noticeable though.
yeah, it was definitely noticeable. I like even when they're showing the other German Candyman, that looked a bit CGI, like
Yeah.
kind of like anime, like a video game type thing. I think they could have actually pulled off the like with the makeup, whatever. I mean, they did that with the actor or the body double for Loomis in Halloween Kills.
Oh
Like
yeah,
his
yeah,
was like mainly like practical,
yeah. He
not
looked
really done
really
CGI.
good. He looked
So I
really
mean, they
good.
could have done a little bit of that, or they could have done like the MCU de aging.
Oh man, some of that de aging stuff to me is just kind of bad. So I always prefer like makeup and practical effects. Like if they can make Johnny Knoxville look like a grandpa and do a really good job at it, I'm sure they could have made Tony Todd look pretty decent. I bet you didn't get you probably didn't think you were gonna get a Jackass reference on here today.
A Jackass reference. I mean, I'm always open to any kind of reference. I just didn't see where the time would actually be. I mean, you made a Winnie the Pooh reference.
Hi, I'm Tony Todd. Welcome to Candyman.
Usually, I'm the one who makes the references, but I don't think I could. I don't know. I couldn't really find the reference. You're pulling references here and there.
I pull them out of a hat, man. I try to at least. Do you think this movie will get like a sequel greenlit? And I know we're going to talk about how you would have ended it, but would you think it'll get a greenlit sequel? I mean, compared to how much it made with the budget, I mean, I don't think it's its fault though because of the pandemic and not really anybody was going back to the theater just yet. But I hope it gets greenlit, and I hope Jordan Peele comes back for it.
If not a movie theater release, then I mean, a straight to streaming platform or like even like straight to Blu-ray, I can see it being done because I mean this movie did. There was a few mixed feelings towards it, but I mean overall, I mean it was really enjoyable.
Yeah, for sure. Like all the reviews I read for it was like really, really good. For some reason, IMDb gives it like a low rating, but um,
I think it
yeah.
has enough like of a fan base for it to actually get another movie.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially if a lot of people nowadays who watch just mainstream horror movies, they're like, oh, Jordan Peele, yeah, for sure. So I think if you add his name to it, I think this movie would have did a lot better if it wasn't for the pandemic. But how would you have probably ended it? Or do you want me to go first?
Mm, I would have ended it. I would just have Anthony straight up be a full on bad guy, evil. Like I would have just had him straight up killed his girlfriend. I was like, oh, the person you knew died in your arms. That was the good Anthony. Now I just like you summoned me, but I mean, that's usually even though the police officer was the last one who said the last Candyman. He said that for the fifth time, but I mean, she did say the name, so
Yeah, that was I wouldn't have minded seeing her get the hook. Um,
like they could have played out like that. She sees him again. It's like she tries to hug him, and then out of nowhere, just gets attacked.
yeah, that would have been pretty cool. My ending is almost kind of the same. Except I have she sees Tony Todd and he says his line that he does, and then all of a sudden Anthony's Candyman pops up from behind and just grabs her, kind of like just like it grabs her by the arms, and she looks behind her, and then the movie just ends. Because in some Candymans, I don't know if it's the second one or the third one, they tease him having like a mistress or like an evil wife or something like that, and that would have been pretty cool if that could leave your mind open for a sequel. Like, oh, what's he gonna do with her? Is she dead? Is she coming back? Is he gonna like make her a candy woman or some shit like that.
Let's make
But
her candy.
yeah, but that's kind of almost the same lines. I wouldn't have minded the way you ended it either. Just almost the same thing. Him show up right be behind her and just like gut her or something. So because there always has to be that one final scare, right?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, kind of like. So is it really a spoiler at this point?
No,
Halloween Kills.
no, it's not a spoiler. You guys talked about it. I talked about it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Halloween Kills like that. It's like they ended that type of. It's so like I feel like that movie like. I mean, they played it out like she initially just she got attacked. Karen got attacked, but it's still like to a point where like oh she could survive. It's weird.
Yeah, that's true. So I think something involving Anthony popping back out because what did you get from the ending? You see Tony Todd, you don't see Anthony's character again. What did you get from that ending? Because it was kind of
uh, I don't know. I don't know if they actually plan on using him if they would to make a sequel. I don't know. I feel like he was just there to make the appearance.
did you
In
did you
some
watch
sense.
did you watch the alternate ending that's on the special features yet?
I haven't searched yet. Is there like something important?
That's not really important. The alternate ending is, I mean, yeah, I didn't like it at all. It was complete trash to me. So I'm glad they went with the ending that they did. You want me to tell you, or do you just want to wait and check it out?
Um, I guess you can go and say it.
Say it.
Say it.
She's just standing in the art gallery, and there's like two or three pictures of it. Looks like just random paintings, but if you look hard at them, it's each of the Candyman's faces, like Herman's face, or not Herman, Sherman's face, um, Tony Todd's face, and I think Anthony's face, or it might just be Anthony and Sherman. So, and then she's just looking around, and then all of a sudden she gasps like, and then it just ends. So she felt the hook.
She felt the hook.
She felt that hook.
The hook. You mean like Robin Williams the hook? Peter Pan?
Yeah, Dustin Hoffman's hook came out and touched her.
And I'm surprised that reference didn't get thrown out sooner. Talking about hooks and Candyman.
Yeah. Or you could have had a fisherman's hook. So
from
I know what you did
I know
last
what you did
summer.
last summer. Yeah, it's he comes out of nowhere like and it's gonna be another one of those versus movies.
It's the Hook universe, the one that they never saw coming.
It's a catch. It's quite a catch.
Yeah. There's a slogan.
Hook 'em.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was how I would have ended it. Do you have it? I don't know. You gave it the perfect scoring. It's not really so much for you. It's for I guess me. Did I change my rating? Man. For now, I mean, I'm just gonna stick with a 4 for now.
4 is good, man.
Yeah.
I think 4's solid. And if anything, honestly, talking about some of the scenes with the girlfriend, I'm not gonna lower mine any, but I could definitely see where just it would be a 4 or maybe 4.5, just because some of the scenes, to me, talking about them now, some of the scenes with her do kind of just drag, or I want her to just like get it, because she really annoyed the hell out of me sometimes in this movie. Because I felt like he was more the victim instead of her, to be honest with you. So, but yeah, I'm gonna stick with 5. I think it was a good watch. Not only one of the best horror movies of the year for me, but it's right up there with one of the best movies.
Nice. It was a It was an overall good watch. If you haven't seen it yet, I recommend checking it out. Um, Normally, like, this is kind of the part where like start plugging in stuff, but before like closing out, there is a Scream coming out like this what, January, February.
Scream, yeah, man, Scream 5. Well, they're not calling it Scream 5, but yeah, Scream
Scream.
2022 comes out I think January 14th, I believe.
Pretty soon.
Yeah.
What would you say, like, so far, like, is your the movie you're looking forward to the most as far as like the horror genre?
Horror movie wise coming up.
Yeah. There's that movie, and there's has Halloween Ends coming out this 2022, or is it 2023?
No, yeah, Halloween Ends comes out in October.
Mm.
So I think that's going to be really, really good. You have Scream, and then I'm trying to find the name of Jordan Peele's new movie.
That's also Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I was going to ask you about that. I tried to ask you earlier, but I don't think it came all the way out of me. What do you think about that? I know you guys are, and you're a big Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan. Do you think that's going to be worth watching since it's on Netflix? You going to try to give it a watch, or
on Netflix?
Yeah, that's the only thing that kind of bugs me about it is it's Netflix exclusive.
Like, I think right now, I think I still have my subscription, but I mean, hopefully, if by then I'll actually have a subscription. So, I mean, I'll gonna check it out. But seeing the list of movies that actually are gonna be out, I mean, I'd say it's kind of up there still, like, as far as movies like I need to check out. I'm checking out regardless.
Jordan Peele's new horror movie is called Nope, and right now it's scheduled for July 22nd, 2022. So it looks kind of interesting. It's got Stephen Yen is in it from The Walking Dead, and Daniel Kaluuya, who was in Get Out.
Huh.
So that's
nice.
one thing. I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to a lot of horror movies coming up. So it should be. I think it's going to be a fun year.
All right. It was a really fun episode to shoot with you. I know, like, the previous episode, we're talking about, like, that was gonna be, like, kind of the final episode, and if there was gonna be an episode that we do, well, I mean, this is the episode you're watching right now, but I mean, this was still kind of like it's a surprise episode, I guess. I mean, I just want to clearly outright say it, like, I want it to be a surprise. It's kind of bad. I mean, not really bad, but it's too bad that Fuentes wasn't able to he wasn't able to jump on, or Franco or Manny Fresh. I don't know if you heard Franco's announcement, but Franco's not gonna be returning to Friday the 14th.
He's not.
No.
Oh no.
Stepping back, just producing this show.
Oh man.
As far as audio.
It's always good when you get like a few extra people on there and get more opinions. Like, it would have been pretty cool to talk to those guys to see what some of their thoughts are on Candyman.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, as of right now, just seeing if Mr. Fresh is gonna make a return or not. But if not, then it's me and Fuentes for the ride.
Nice. Yeah, that would have been pretty cool to get Fuentes' thoughts on this.
Pretty sure they have a lot to say on it.
It's pretty cool.
Got robbed.
Good movie. You said he got robbed?
So we got robbed of the Fuentes.
Oh, I thought you said he got robbed. I'm like,
he got robbed.
Shit.
Yeah. Do you want to go and plug in your stuff?
Yeah, you guys can listen and catch me on the Instagram. You can just search up Juan or Instagram/Cinnamon Movie Podcast. Huge physical media collector, so that's where you can see all of my physical media stuff, what I watch, what I don't watch. And then you can hear me discuss movies over where you listen to this podcast at. Same tunes, iTunes, Spotify. Just hang out, talk a bunch of movies. Hopefully, we can have you guys on soon and talk about all kinds of movies soon. So it's just the Cinnamon Movie Podcast. The link is in the Instagram. That's where you guys can find me at. Where do we find you at, Nick?
As far as Instagram, you can follow me at the Bad Guy 2313. I used to plug in my personal one a lot, but then I just made this newer account. This is more of my, I guess, so to say, fan page or business page.
Insta
This
page.
is more of my, like, you'll see I'll be promoting my stuff on there more than my actual personal. I don't know. Kind of separate them. Just you want to know what to expect. Just a few of my horror stuff collections, whatnot. There might be a few random stuff in there. We're overall promoting.
Nice.
Twitter, I really don't tweet as much. So, I mean, I don't really want to plug in that. I mean, as far as just plugging in, just come out here, Emo Solid Productions. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Like some of our stuff, share some of our videos. I mean, this is the podcast, so you can hear an audio file. But I don't know. I mean, either or. Follow us on on the audios. Subscribe to the channel. I'm so awkward. I started to promote my own stuff.
No, it's good, man. Yeah. They need to share Friday the 14th as much as they can, or we'll say Candyman 5 times.
Yeah.
Can you kind of give out any secrets or anything that we're looking forward to? What are you guys looking forward to for 2022 as far as Friday the 14th podcast? What are you most excited about for the new year?
Secrets?
Do you guys have any, like, you want to, like, any what do you like? What do you want to? Or I guess I could just ask you goals. Like, what is your goal for Friday the 14th for 2022?
Goals for Friday 14th. Just to reach as many people. I mean, it's kind of an interesting question as far as Friday 14th, because I mean, I do plan on also doing another show also that has to do with the Friday 14th.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, just to hopefully bring more people in. Be pretty awesome, like, to actually get some more engagement. Like, people can comment on our live streams if they want to, and we can just read their stuff, like, see what their stance is at in the movies, or so that.
Awesome. I can't wait. It's always a pleasure to listen to you guys. I have fun listening to you guys, and I was really thrilled to be on today. So yeah, man, I love talking movies, horror movies, and yeah, hopefully I get an opportunity to do it again. It's fun.
Yeah, sure thing. You want to go and give up the story of how we chose this movie?
Yeah. So you had asked the honors of me, being a part of this episode or this show, and you were like, hey, since you're going to be on it, send me send a movie that you might want to do. I'm like, man, I can't just send one movie. That's hard for me to pick. So I send you like this encyclopedia of movies that I wanted to go through, and I think there was like 20 something movies on there, and Yeah, we kind of narrowed it down, and then you told me to flip a coin, and I literally took a video and flipped the coin and sent it to you, and that's how Candyman 2021 happened. And I can't, what was the other selection was Silent Hill, right?
The first Silent Hill movie.
Yeah, and it was a dime, dropping dimes on, yeah. So that's
It's
how it
hard.
happened.
Watch it had been like a double-sided coin. Harvey Dent. Yeah, it
So
was
yeah, it was fun.
Candyman, Silent Hill, or I mean, it was I think narrowed down to 3 movies. It was those two and
Halloween 4.
Halloween 4,
Yeah,
and that was so close to actually wanting to do Halloween 4, but it's like, oh,
dude, I'm down for Halloween 4 anytime. I think those movies 4 and 5 get a bad rap, and those are some of the movies that I grew up on as far as Halloween movies go because they came out right around my like childhood. So I think it'd be fun to talk about them one day. Because yeah, I think they just get a bad rap, and I don't think it's fair for this generation really, or any generation to give it a bad rap because Michael's still in it and he's coming back to cut some motherfuckers up.
as well should.
Yeah, as he should.
As he should.
Yeah.
Well, this is it. I mean, hopefully we can do it again. Thanks for listening to the viewing. If you viewed on live stream and listening through audio. Do you have you don't have a closer, right?
I don't have a closer, no.
No,
Other
okay.
than hopefully I get to see you guys next time. It was a pleasure.
All right, remember, folks, always been the bad guy.